Goku failed it. It was so challenging that two instructors felt like they'd had a near-death experience, landing Goku and Piccolo on the blacklist for road tests. Just moments ago, Trunks and Goku were sparring, after which Trunks revealed a crisis coming in 3 years before leaving. Everyone then headed home to start their training. Krillin asked Master Roshi to train him again. While Gohan trained with his two dads, Vegeta made himself at home at Bulma's, claiming the gravity machine for himself, and training under 150 times gravity. Yamcha, on the other hand, looked utterly distracted, upset about being married off without his consent. Not satisfied, Yamcha wanted to see how he measured up to Vegeta. But to his shock, he found the gravity chamber glowing red, with the gravity now at 300 times Earth's. Remember, Goku's maximum was only 100 times. Yet Vegeta was still dodging attacks effortlessly. It was then Vegeta's demeanor turned serious. As he began to gather his strength, Yamcha only saw a dazzling light emitting from the gravity chamber. The next second, Vegeta's father-in-law was about to have a meltdown, because the machines used for Vegeta's training were ruined. Come nightfall, everyone was asleep, except for one person who sneaked into the gravity chamber. On closer inspection, that person was Yamcha. It seems Vegeta's impact on Yamcha was profound, but it's just the competitive spirit inherent in men that spurred Yamcha on, leading him to engage the 300 times gravity mode himself. It's commendable, Yamcha's bravery. Even Goku started with 10 times gravity. Yamcha was rushing as if he was in a hurry to be reincarnated. Under 300 times the force of gravity, Yamcha did well, lasting 3 seconds before he couldn't even lift his hand. Realizing his limits, Yamcha quickly moved towards the controller, struggling with all his might to turn the gravity off. At that moment, Yamcha felt like he had dodged a bullet. A new day dawned, and Vegeta was back in the gravity room for his training, on schedule. But faced with 300 times gravity, Vegeta still couldn't overcome it. In a critical moment, Vegeta also released a massive energy wave, causing the entire gravity chamber to explode. Upon hearing the noise, Bulma hurried up to see what had happened, completely disregarding Yamcha's feelings. She immediately embraced Vegeta, seeing Bulma's worried expression. Yamcha felt like a clown in that instant. From this point, Bulma actually started to fall for Vegeta. Looking at an injured Vegeta lying on the bed, Bulma's face was again full of concern. Meanwhile, it was at this moment that Vegeta had a nightmare. Vegeta just needed to catch up with Goku, but then Trunks appeared out of nowhere, and both could transform into Super Saiyans. Vegeta, with his immense pride, couldn't stand it, releasing his own power in defiance? But how can the light of a firefly compete with the brilliance of the moon? Vegeta was awakened from his nightmare, and once more, he entered the gravity chamber to train. This time, Vegeta cranked the gravity up to 400 times. His quick recovery from prior injuries clearly indicated a significant boost in his strength. On the other hand, Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo were the picture of domestic bliss. But for Chi-Chi, she felt out of place in this family. Watching Goku constantly training, Chi-Kai's pent-up frustrations finally erupted, insisting Goku must get a driver's license if he wanted to continue training. Piccolo, who was initially just spectating, got dragged into this as well. Thus, Goku and Piccolo found themselves at a driving school. Piccolo's instructor was a beautiful woman, but surprisingly, Piccolo didn't even know how to fasten the seatbelt. What was even more unexpected was that Piccolo's lovely instructor turned out to be a road hazard herself. Piccolo was terrified, his face turning as green as himself. But Piccolo truly was skilled, quickly mastering normal driving on the road. As for Goku, things weren't going smoothly because he couldn't distinguish the brake from the accelerator. Goku accidentally floored the accelerator while in reverse, nearly giving an old man a heart attack. Once he made it out of the garage though, Goku floored it again, zooming down the road, then startlingly performed the long-lost art of blade overtaking. This driving practice turned into bumper cars for Goku. Soon after, Goku entered a tunnel, and the elderly instructor asked him to swiftly turn the steering wheel. Obedient Goku, with a fierce yell, chopped with his hand. And just like that, the steering wheel was severed by Goku's hand. Consequently, Goku's car spiraled out of control into a lake. The elderly instructor candidly admitted that Goku was the worst student he had ever taught. However, Goku's plunge into the lake happened just as Piccolo was passing by. Piccolo couldn't help but mock Goku's awful driving skills. Goku quickly got a new car, and the elder thought Goku might have learned something by now. But no, Goku still floored the accelerator, catching up to Piccolo, who was driving at a leisure pace. Seeing Goku overtaking him, Piccolo's competitive spirit flared up, sparking an exciting car race between them. Unbelievably, both had improved their skills dramatically, even mastering drifting. Piccolo and Goku were neck and neck until Piccolo took a wrong turn. But determined to win, Piccolo took a shortcut down the mountain, overtaking Goku. However, Goku wasn't about to yield to Piccolo. The two cars collided, and in the next second, an accident happened. Their cars exploded upon impact. Fortunately, both Goku and Piccolo knew the instant transmission technique, so they successfully rescued both instructors. But Goku and Piccolo were then blacklisted by the driving school. Upon hearing the news, Chi-Chi fainted. It seems Goku won't be taking Chi-Chi for a ride anytime soon.